Question is given कि driver takes 0.20 second to apply the brakes after he sees a need for it. This is called reaction time of the driver. If he is driving a car at a constant speed of 54 km per hour and the brakes cause a deceleration of 6 meter per second square, find the distance traveled by the car after he sees the need to put the brakes on. So a driver takes 0.20 second for the reaction time. So there are two sections are there: reaction time, then stopping distance. Reaction time, then stopping distance. So two sections are there: reaction time and stopping distance. So reaction time is given, that is 0.20 second. So that moving with constant speed of what? 54 km per hour. 54 into 5 by 18 meter per second. So this is 15 meter per second. That is the speed. So speed is given, that is 15 meter per second. That is the speed. Acceleration is what? -6 meter per second square as brakes applied. That is a deceleration. Find the distance traveled by the car after he sees the need to put the brakes on. Find the distance traveled. So find the distance traveled. So distance traveled equals to how much? A is equals to distance traveled. A is equals to distance traveled equals to V into T. That is the distance traveled. V is 15 meter per second into time, 0.20. So this is 0.2. 0.2 we can write. 0.2 is what? 2 by 10. So that is 30 by 10. So that is 3 meter. So distance traveled equals to how much? This distance traveled equals to 3 meter. That is the distance traveled. Then for the stopping distance, reaction time, next is stopping distance. So for the stopping distance, speed is given 15 meter per second. Acceleration is what? -6 meter per second square. Find the stopping distance. So final speed is what? As brakes are applied, initial speed equals to 15 meter per second. Final speed is what? Final speed is 0. We can write v square minus u square equals to 2as. So this is 0 square minus u square. This is 15 square. 2 into a into s minus 6 into s. So minus 225 divided by minus 12 equals to s. Minus 225 divided by minus 12 equals to how much? Equals to s. So that equals to how much? That equals to 225 divided by 12. So that is 18.75. 18.75 meter. So total distance equals to how much? Total distance equals to 3 plus 18.75. 3 plus 18.75. That equals to how much? 3 plus 18.75. So that equals to how much? 21.75 meter. That is 21.75 meter. That is the total distance. That is total distance equals to how much? Total distance equals to 21.75 meter. That is the total distance traveled for the reaction time and stopping distance.